What is up, guys? Feito82 coming at you with a questions and answers and channel update video. I haven't done one of these before, but I wanted to take the opportunity to answer some frequently asked questions that have appeared in videos since I started the channel, and also just to give you guys an update. So I've been MIA the past week, and I do apologize for that. I had some stuff in real life that I had to attend to, but I'm going to get back to a more frequent upload schedule this week. We'll be back to uploading 3 to 5 times a week, so expect to see some shit coming, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for liking videos, subscribing, watching, commenting, and even leaving constructive criticism if you're able to do that. That's cool too. Trolls fucking suck, but everybody else, you guys are cool. So going ahead and getting into it, guys, the first question that I'm often asked is, where does the name Feito82 come from? So I don't do YouTube for a job. It's a casual activity that has become, it feels somewhat like work. But anyways, the name Feito82 comes from the 2 jobs that I have. I work full-time for a county sheriff's department, and my badge number is 82. And then I am also a part-time philosophy professor at a university. And if you guys are interested in learning more about philosophy, go ahead and Google the term Feito and Plato, and you'll go ahead and get an education on that. It's a chapter in a book about Socrates, and I don't want to get too much into a lecture on that. But so I combined the two jobs that I had, Feito being a work of philosophy, a chapter in a book, and then 82 being my badge number for the sheriff's department. So simple and easy, just like I like my women. Just kidding, that's kind of rude. But yeah, so that's where the name Feito82 comes from. Nothing too complex. There's no hidden meanings behind it. You guys might have saw at the beginning of the video I had some new channel art that I put up, and that's pretty cool. It's by this artist named Bruno Kotick. If you want to go ahead and check out his stuff, he has a Deviant art page. And it's a combination of Rust and Ark, and has some zombies in the background as well. And it kind of just focuses on that survival atmosphere, with Rust, of course, being the centerpiece. So the other question I get asked a lot is, when is the next raid camp? Well, raid camps for me happen when they happen, and I don't really have an answer for that. Right now, raiding in Rust is not where it used to be, so raids are happening less frequently, and the raids that are happening are less interesting. So I tend not to upload a raid if it's going to be something like a 5-hour pickaxe raid. I want to show you guys stuff that's sort of action-packed and interesting as best I can. So raid camps, happen when they happen. There's no exact, science behind it. They happen organically. I film on the Rustopia server. That's where the majority of it comes from. And another question I get asked a lot is, what is my favorite raid camp? People really, are into the raid camps. And, it's hard for me to say. I really kind of like each one in their own individual way. The first raid that I remember filming where my jaw hit the floor was the Battle for Rustopia. That was the one with those epic C4 jumps where they're jumping and throwing the C4 and blowing up those tool cabinets. That was just amazing to see that play out. And I remember filming that and thinking, I don't know if what I recorded is going to be what I just saw. I don't know if I'm going to be able to translate that to people when I edit it together. But that, for me, was the first raid that I recorded in which my jaw just dropped. And then when I put it together, I was just amazed to see how it all came out. And then after that, we have big ones like World War Rustopia as well. That epic dome raid, the base that was on the dome, the Death Star, the globe, whatever you want to call it. You can't build there anymore, but for a period of time you could, and that proved to be an epic challenge to raid. But really, my favorite raid camp is a very simple one, a very primitive one, in which there's about 4 nakeds locked in a house, and these raiders, it's early game, but relatively well geared for that point in the game. Raiders come along, they have, hide armor, one has like a chest plate, they have AKs, one has a bolt, and they're taunting the guys inside who are, they have like a revolver, one has like a bow. They're very low tech, but the raiders are chopping through a wall, and the particular wall they chose to go through was the worst one they could in this small little base that these guys had. It was a wall in which, behind that wall was like 4 furnaces. So when they broke through the wall, they had to contend with another wall of furnaces, and that critical point where it was just all left up to one wall, I think was so cool to see. And it's a really low-tech, raid, but one that I thought just had a lot of good tactics and luck and just interesting aspects to it. But I like all the raid camps, they're fun. Another question that I get a lot is, do I have any tips for people for doing YouTube? I really don't, guys. I'm new to YouTube. I consider myself a YouTube noob or whatever. I'm new to it, so I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get things ironed out. I don't claim to be, that knowledgeable, but what I will say is that, I never expected to have 1,000 subscribers in a year, and it hasn't even been a year yet, and I have over 43,000 subscribers, and that's really, mind-blowing. But my tips, would be that understand if you want to get into YouTube, it is work. so you're going to be playing games a lot less than you think you will be. It's very hard to just be like a Let's Play gamer and cut your footage and upload it. It can happen, but there's a lot of channels out there doing that. So if you want to get into YouTube, it's going to be hard fucking work, and you guys are going to have to treat it like it's a job if you really want to, you know, get it to go somewhere. Also be aware there's not a lot of money in YouTube. People have this misconception that because you've had, you know, millions of views, you must have a lot of money. And YouTube, I think, is piss poor when it comes to paying people, and that content creators are not that well compensated through YouTube. You need a ridiculous amount of views and daily traffic to even make anything that would be the equivalent to a part-time job. So unless you're living in your grandma's basement, don't count on YouTube as being a job, at least right away, and you're gonna have to build up something. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this first Q&A video and channel update video. We're going to get back to that regular upload schedule. As always, guys, Feito82, peace.